Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And let's do some shoulder rolls at the same time. So we can inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. Other direction, inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down. And you can breathe through it however you like. So if you want to switch to nose breathing, go right ahead. And we'll change direction again. Let's go back to rolling the shoulders back. Okay, relax the arms, knees are soft. Make sure you have room around you, and we'll just swing side to side. Letting the head turn with the movement. And now we'll direct the hands so we can tap next to the belly button and somewhere on the low back. Okay, we'll redirect the hands so chest well. So upper chest, close the shoulder, and then maybe a little higher on the back. If you're hitting the kidney area, though, make sure you're hitting really gently. Again, keep the eyes open and let the head turn with the movement. We'll come back to the belly, so beside the belly button and somewhere on the low back. And we'll return to just letting the arms swing. Last few. Make our way back to center. Just take a breath or two. Okay, when you're ready, rub the hands together. Once you have some heat, separate. Inhales, we move in. Exhales, we move out. Go with your breath. And once you've done that a few times, take off glasses if you happen to be wearing them. Palms come over the eyes. Long, deep breaths. Lighting up the eyes, the brain, our skin, cells, bones. Feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and make circles. Other direction. Sweep down the forehead and get those temples a few times. And now up the sides of the nose, down the sides of the face a few times. Warm up the hands again. And once you have some heat, we'll place the hands over the ears. Okay, warm up the hands again. And again, we'll charge them up. Let's inhale, move in. Exhale, move out. Head massage. Base of neck. Or sorry, the base of the skull. And now we pinch out the back of the neck. Starting at the top and working our way all the way to the shoulder. Can always let out a sigh anytime it feels good. Sweep down the front of the neck. Let's circle upper chest, middle chest, belly. Work down the legs. Sweep down the shins. Come up the calves. Backs of the knees, backs of the legs. Warm up the kidneys and low back. And we'll get into our lung channel massage. So we go under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone. Palm faces forward. We move down a little and massage lung 1. Up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb. Turn down, tip of the index. Come up in between. All the way up We cross the body, inhaling, nourishing, and then we exhale, expelling all the unwanted stuff. Other side. So under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone, we move down a little, palm faces forward. Lung meridian's good for the respiratory system, so coughing, breathing. Give it a good massage. And when you're ready, up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn the palm down, tip of the index, come up in between index and thumb, all the way up. Inhale as we cross the body. Exhale as we brush away. Now the whole massage with tapping gently down the front body, up the back body, low back and kidneys, lung channel, large intestine channel, and across, other side. Bring the feet together. Shoulders back and down, little lemon space under the armpits. So we remind ourselves of the aura meditation. So each inhale, we fill up with fresh energy. We can imagine a brilliant, bright light. Each exhale, we release, we let go, and we can visualize the space around us getting a little bigger and a little brighter. So let's inhale, fill up. Exhale, one ear to one shoulder, and if it's comfortable, let yourself hang. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Let's do a couple more rounds and we'll just go at our own pace. Okay, once we come back to center, open up the feet. Open up the arms. Inhale, fill up with fresh energy. Exhale, rotate from the waist. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. And again, let's do a couple rounds on our own. Okay, next time we come to center, warm up the hands. Warm up the low back. Hands up over the kidneys, knees are bent. Circle those hips. So we can inhale as we circle back, exhale as we circle forward. Change direction. Okay, back to center. Let's walk the feet all the way together. And we'll go into our knee rotations. So start by giving ourselves a nice knee massage. We can use the fingertips or the knuckles or the palms. Hands on the knees, and we rotate to whatever degree is comfortable. Other direction. Okay, shake it out. So let's start the 8 health investment exercises. Feet somewhere under the hips. The first one is low cleansing to release any disturbed energy. So we inhale. Exhale, open up and let go. Inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. Exhale, press down. Draw the bow, especially good for the lungs and the liver. So we open up into our horse stance. Inhale, gather in some fresh energy. Turn to a side. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend to look at the palm. Exhale, turn it out, release. Other side, in, out, in, out. Now let's do it one more time. In, gather. Out, in, out. In, gather. Out, in, out. Gather all the way in, step the feet all the way together, press down. So my favorite, touching heavenly cloud. We inhale, chest level. Exhale, press up and down. Stretching through the spine. Inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, stretch up and down. Inhale, sweep the palms. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Open up the feet just hip width. So this exercise and the next will release downward into the earth. Shoulders back and down. We're using our eyes. Keep the neck relaxed. In. Out with the eyes. Turn the head. In. Out. In. Hands on the kidneys. Out. In. Out. In. Palms up in front of the chest. Out. In. Out. In. Gather in. And out. In. Interlace. Out overhead. In. Palms up and on the toes if we can. So we do our best to stay on the toes. Out. We turn the palms down. In. Fill up. Out to the side. In. Center. Out to the other side. In. Back up the elbows. Out. Lower the hands and the heels. Beautiful. Open up into the horse stance. Cross the arms. Make fists. Come to the hips. In, we cross in from the lower body. Out, we brush away. So releasing any blockages in the lower center. Let's do that one more time. So clearing out the lower chakras. In at the hips. Out. In, cross. Out, brush away. In, crossing from the chest. Out to the hips. Turn the head. In, the fist comes up. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back, turn the head. In, fist up. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back. Take a full breath. In, crossing from the lower body. Out, brush away. In front of the chest. Out, hips. In front of the chest. Step in. Back of the elbows. Press down. Okay, we rotate the hands so the fingers are pointing to one another. Elbows are bent, knees are bent. In. Out, stretch. In, turn the palms up. Out in front of the lower belly. In front of the chest. Out overhead. In, stretch. Out, fold. So bend your knees as much as you need to. So we'll lift each toe either by grabbing the toes or just lifting them by themselves. I'll name the toe and the associated meridians, energy pathways, and we'll lift on our own with our exhalations. So big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. And our last toe, urinary bladder. Okay, now hang loosely. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Really letting go. Okay. Roll up when you're ready. Hands come to the back. Lean back. All right, come out of it. Our 8th exercise to collect some spiritual energy. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, third eye, collecting fresh energy. Exhale to the chest. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale to the side. So collecting that spiritual energy from the universe. Inhale, chest. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, chest. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, other side. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Okay, place the hands on the low belly. So somewhere between the belly button and the pubic bone really is like 2 inches below the belly button. So that's the location of the lower dantian. So our lower energy basin, concerned with all of our physical needs and like the storehouse of our energy. So we'll just take a few breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Imagine an upward pull through the crown. Feel the feet on the floor. Okay, with an exhale, drop the arms. We're doing Qi Gong for hormones. Inhale, the hands in front of the chest. Exhale, back of the hands and the elbows like forward, releasing out through the fingertips. Make little cups with the hands. Inhale to the hips. Exhale, stretch back, open up the palms. Inhale, back to the hips. Exhale, forward. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale from the chest. Make cups with the hands. Inhale. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, third eye. Oh, sorry. Inhale to the hips. Exhale, back the hands forward. And now we'll turn the palms and go around like a big ball. Inhale now to the third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale from the chest. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Okay, push hands. So as we inhale, we'll gather energy into that lower dantian. And we'll exhale, press the hands forward. So 2 more like this. Now, same concept, but as we exhale, we'll make a sound. And if it's comfortable, we'll take a little jump forward. Ha! 2 more. Ha! Ha! And now 3 smooth. Gather in, press down. Scoop up a big handful of energy. Give it to the lower dantian. Twice more. So really just charging up that battery. And then we can do a little massage. And we'll close with a bow. So the feet come together. We inhale up, the hands in prayer. Exhale, come down and bow. Paying respect to all beings, praying for world peace, and promoting unconditional love. Come out of it when you're ready. Press down, and we close by clapping, cheering for ourselves, each other, activating all the meridians through the hands. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come down to the mat. So if you have something to use as a strap, keep it close by. So it could be a scarf or a tie or a belt, whatever. So that'll be for a little later. So we'll just keep it close by. And in the meantime, let's come down into a child's pose or a downward facing dog. So make your way down to the mat any way you like. So you could either be in a child's pose, so somewhere here with the head supported. So if the head doesn't reach the floor, put a blanket or a pillow under there. Or if you prefer down dog, you tuck the toes and press the hips back and hang out somewhere here. You can also start in one and then switch to the other. You can even go back and forth. So whichever pose we're in, let's press the weight back. Relax the head and breathe as deep as we can. Okay, if you're in down dog, bring the knees down. If you're in child's pose, come up onto all fours. Flatten the feet. Let's inhale as we shift forward. Exhale, as we shift back. And we'll just do this a few times, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And you can play with the movements of the spine. So maybe rolling forward, maybe arching back, or the other way around. You can arch forward, roll back, play around, find what feels good. We'll do a few more. Okay, next time we come towards a child's pose, we'll take a little pause. So same concept, but circles. You might need to walk the knees in a little. So we'll circle forward, circle back. Change direction. Okay. Come back to sitting on the heels if that's comfortable. If this isn't comfortable, you can stand on the knees or sit however you want or just stand. Let's just circle those wrists. Other direction. Okay, so one last thing on all fours. So this time, and by the way, if the wrists are not happy, you can come onto the fists instead, or the fingertips, or roll up the mat and make a little structure for the base of the palms. Okay, so we'll gently engage the lower abdomen. Stretch a leg back. And if it feels okay, lift the leg and try your best to keep the hips in line. I know it's not easy, especially if you can't see yourself. We'll just do our best. Two more. Okay, bring the knee down. Other side. So really doing our best first, re-engage the lower core. Doing our best to keep those hips in line. Extend the other leg, press through the heel. Two more. Okay, come out of it. All right, so let's go into our seated twist. It's also a good moment if you'd like to put socks on. And if you have any extra stuff you might like for relaxation, like props or blankets or whatever, just to have it close by. Oh, also, because we'll be doing a seated twist, you might want to sit on a little stack of blankets, or if you have yoga blocks, or a firm pillow, or, maybe you're comfortable on the floor. So see how you're feeling for today. Okay, so one leg extended. You could also tuck it under if you prefer that version. The upper leg is either inside or outside that bottom leg. We interlace around the knee, open up through the chest, long, deep breaths, massaging the internal organs. Keep your bottom leg active. Pull the toes towards you. Okay, we'll twist towards the bent leg. Back hand comes behind. Long, deep breaths. Back to center. Pick up the top leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Foot inside the thigh. So lower leg is still engaged. And the bent leg, you might want to put a pillow or something under the leg just to help support it. Okay, so now we're going to twist towards the long leg. Okay, come back to center. We're trying to keep your sternum, your breastbone over that long leg. And we have the option to do a little forward bend or big forward bend. If you have any herniated or slipped discs, just stay upright, which is also a great pose. If your back is comfortable, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. And we'll just go breath by breath. Two more. Okay, come out of it. Before the other side, bring the soles of the feet together. They can be close to the body or far away. And let's just do a little rock through the legs. And we'll set up on the other side. So bottom leg is extended, top leg, sorry about that. Top leg is either inside or outside. Interlace the hands around the knee, proud open chest, long deep breaths. Take it into the twist. Back to center. Pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Foot inside the thigh. So support your bent leg with a pillow or something. And we'll twist towards the long leg. I forgot to mention on the other side, but you can absolutely have this knee bent and it'll make it a lot easier to stay upright. Of course, if you're comfortable with it long, that works too. Okay, back to center. Sternum over the leg. If you're doing the forward bend, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. We'll just take it breath by breath. Okay, come out of it. Let's make our way down onto the back. So you have something you can use as a strap close by. And you come down onto the back in any way that feels good for you. Okay, we'll start with single knee tucks. So feet on the floor. We inhale here. Exhale, squeeze one knee to chest. Inhale, both feet on the floor. Exhale, squeeze one knee to chest. So let's just do a few rounds. Okay, next time we have a knee to chest, let's keep it there. Grab our strap, whatever we're using as a strap, and let's loop it around the foot. Hopefully it's long enough that the arms can be fairly relaxed. Okay, we'll press up through the heel, down through an imaginary back pocket, and then press the thigh bone forward. Now rotate the leg, so point the toes to the opposite shoulder. We keep pressing up, down, and forward. And if it's comfortable, we can walk the fingers up the strap and invite the leg a little closer to the body if you want. So we'll take about 5 breaths. Okay, release. And let's go back to our single knee tucks. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhaling, feet on the floor. Go side to side. Next time the other knee comes to chest, keep it there. And let's bring the strap around the foot. Lengthen the leg. And just place the leg wherever it can be comfortably straight. So it doesn't even have to be straight up, it can be closer to the floor. All right, so wherever the leg is comfortably straight, let's press up through the heel, down through our imaginary back pocket, and forward through the hamstring. Okay, now we'll internally rotate the leg. So turn the toes towards the opposite shoulder. We keep pressing up, down, and forward. And if we like, we can maybe walk the fingers up the strap and invite the leg a little closer to the body, but keeping it straight. This movement is really wonderful for the pelvis and it can be helpful for back pain. Okay, we'll let it go. Let's get ourselves ready for relaxation so we can go into any version of twists that we like. Okay, once you're happy with the twists, come back to center. So find your position for relaxation. If your back is like super fine, you could have the legs extended. If your back is sensitive, you could do this version. So the feet kind of wide and then the knees leaning one into the other. Or you could put some props under your legs, under your knees. Or if you have a chair, you can even have your legs up on a chair. So just find something that feels really good. Of the arms alongside the body, palms up if it's comfortable. And let's give ourselves permission to relax. Let ourselves let everything go. Let's gently wake the body. Give ourselves a full body stretch. And once nice and stretched, knees to chest, and we'll do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away, exhale to the chest. All right, little rock side to side. All the way to one side. And with the strength of the arms, press up. We'll make our way into any comfortable seated position. Maybe a hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Taking a moment with ourselves, with our breath. And if you like, we can close with a bow. The divine in me honors the divine in. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.